Hi guys, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I have a video for you. That's all I can call it. It's a video. I'm going to preface this with this is a chatty video, but basically we're going to have a discussion. I'm going to ask you a whole bunch of questions and then I pretty much expect you to answer them in the comment section. Is that pushy of me? I don't know. Maybe. So we're going to go over a couple things and then we're going to ask you some questions and we're going to have some audience participation. That's what's gonna happen. Also, I got this mug for Christmas. It says, it's motherfucking tea time. And I don't usually drop the F-bomb or the MFer, but I'm a 36-year-old YA booktuber and it's my prerogative. It's also my prerogative to fill this with wine, which is what's in here. It feels right. Also, is there anything more satisfying to makeup lovers, or is it just me, than having like the perfect lipstick stain on the top of your mug? I don't think there is. I have a notebook of questions I want to ask you and things I want to talk about. And then I also figured I would give you guys an update on my journaling, because I think I mentioned at one point that I wanted to do like a bullet journal or an inspiration journal for the year. I think it was in my reading goals and resolutions video, which I can link up above. So I told you guys that I wanted to do this to keep myself fed creatively. So let's take a look at it. First of all, the inside is all feathers, which I adore because feathers. And then we have like my first page, which basically just says like background information. Hey, here's where I am in life. Here's what's going on with me. Because everybody needs a starting point. Like you need a ground zero, right? So then I say like, hey, I would like to do creative things this year. I'm setting goals for myself to purge and declutter, do those kinds of healthy, nurturing things for myself. It's fantastic. I like that. It says I want to get better about taking Bookstagram and Instagram pictures. I have no natural eye for it, but I'd like to get better about it, so I've got some goals. Then I have all my reading goals laid out here, my reading channel goals and reading goals, which I've already gone over in a video. Followed up by all of my goals for my beauty channel, which I've already failed at because I said I wanted to film one tutorial a month and I did not do one for the month of January. Let's see where I am for my reading goals for 2017 so far. Read 100 books. I mean, there's no way to gauge that. Read outside of YA, which I have been doing at least in January and in February already, so yay. Limit myself to 5 books a month purchased. Sure. More library hauls. I haven't done that lately, but I'd like to. More e-reading. Haven't done that lately, but I'd like to. TBR shelf under 20 before I buy new books. Sure. Unhaul each month. I do have a stack of books to unhaul. I'm looking at it right now. I have about like 10 books there. So far, so good. I'm kind of like saving them up to actually film a larger unhaul video, but I am actively getting rid of books every month. So that's good. To face a book, totally did it. Keep a reading log, totally doing that. Track pages read per month. I am also totally doing that in my reading log. Really consider the 5-star rating and what that means to me, which I really truly believe that I'm getting better at. I think it's going to be a learning process. I'm getting there. At least one readathon a month. I did not do one in January, so technically I've already failed. But I want to do them as they come and they feel right. I don't want to just do them to do them, so I'm okay with that. YouTube goal, create an original tag. Nailed it. I'll link it up above. You should go do it. Add a weekend video every weekend. Totally crushing it, guys. Now, whether that stands every single weekend, who knows. The next page is my Labyrinth book tag. I wrote out a whole bunch of notes, questions that I liked, inspiration that I liked, and then I said this page is literally just about my beauty channel and my panning goals and a panning collaboration that I started. If you're interested in my beauty channel, you really should check it out. Essentially, my entire channel is pretty much at this point dedicated to using up my makeup collection, so I'm like trying to hit pan on all of my products, use up products entirely. It's a really cool concept. So if you have any interest in makeup, go check it out. And that was on the 1st of January that I mentioned that. And then I didn't journal anymore. So if you're interested in how I'm doing with my journaling, that's how I'm doing. It's not great. I am super, super excited that my channel is growing as I'm filming this. I'm not at 3,000, but I think I'm like 2 people away from 3,000 subscribers, which is kind of cool. I'm hoping for just continued growth. I'm hoping that as the Labyrinth tag videos start posting, my channel grows more too, and I just am reaching out and meeting new people. I would love to do some collabs. I would love to do some buddy reading. So if you're interested in any of that in any kind of like serious manner, definitely message me, inbox me, or my email address is linked listed on my about page, you should email me because I would like to do some of that kind of stuff. I'm just like playing with things now. This is my feather pen. I got it from Crate and I love it. I actually loved it so much that I went onto the website and like ordered a whole bunch more for myself because I'm a dork and I'm addicted to feathers. As you know, or I hope you know, I like to create content that you're interested in, so I think that there's a healthy mix between what you guys want to see and what I really truly enjoy filming the most. I would like to know if you would be interested in me doing a rant video when I read a book that I really didn't like. I think that those are kind of good to hear. I feel like there's so much positive and so much hype that sometimes grounding a book can be really good. So I've been thinking about possibly doing my weekend video as like my favorite and least favorite book of the week, or favorite and least favorite book of the month, and doing that one weekend a month and making that like one weekend video will always be my top and bottom book of the month or week. Let me know if you're interested in that. Also, would you be interested in recommendation videos? Like my top 5 YA contemporaries. I'll never have those. Or my top 5 trilogies, or top 5 books if you're interested in this topic. If you're interested in my recommendations or a recommendation, you know, series, let me know. Holla at me in the comments. I don't say holler at me, guys. I'm sorry. Let me know in the comments. And then aside from wanting to know what kind of videos you want to see, I'd also really love some recommendations from you. I am really interested in trying to read more indie authors, and I would also like to know your manga and graphic novel recommendations. I am just starting to get into graphic novels and manga, and I'm really enjoying them as an in-between my larger novels kind of downtime. But the plot and the illustrations in them are pretty phenomenal, and I'm realizing that it might be something I actually really enjoy. So right now I have Saga volumes 1 through 3, and then I have Sex Criminals volume 1 and Orange, the bind-ups. So I have the full Orange series of manga, and then the first 3 of the Return to the Labyrinth graphic novel / manga. I think there's a 4th one I couldn't find. But other than that, I have no graphic novels or manga, so anything really is pretty much open. So let me know what you're loving the most so I can look into that as well. In terms of indie authors, I know some personally, but I don't have a giant well to pull from. You guys know that I really prefer YA fantasy, but I'm down for pretty much anything. That's a lie. I don't really do thriller horror, and I don't really do contemporary, but I'm willing to give contemporary a try if you think that they're really good. So any indie author recommendations would be awesome to get from you guys, because I like to support some indie authors and talk about them here on my channel. So if you have any, please let me know down below. I love wine. Maybe my weekend videos should all be like me drinking wine. I'd be okay with it. So far, you guys gotta look at my journal. I asked you a whole bunch of questions, like a lot of questions. I'm really needy like that sometimes. I just really wanted to get a feel for what you guys would like to see from me. I'd be interested in doing recommendation videos. I don't think that they would be the easiest things for me to compile, but I'd be down to if it's something that you'd be really into. I'd also kind of think I'd like to do my top and lowest rated for one of my weekend videos as well. Stream of consciousness, guys. It's how creative people work. I might as well say it out loud. God knows I'm not journaling it. So if there's any kind of video that you've seen out there that you really enjoyed from another booktuber, or something that you're interested in me doing or knowing more about, definitely let me know down below. This is basically just me saying, I have tons of ideas for content, but I'm also open to what you would like me to do. So tell me, and I will take it into consideration, because I live to please. Not really, it's a big lie, but I live to make myself happy while pleasing others. I live to do what feels right to me and genuine in my soul while also spreading joy. That might be better. I'm down for your recommendations, but I'm not going to do it unless it feels right in my heart of hearts, because again, 36 years old, and I've learned if it doesn't make me happy, it's not worth doing. It's not true. Sometimes you just have to do it. It's how it works. I'm not good at that though, which is probably why I'm single. Wine talks. This is gonna be a bitch to edit. I'd like to read a classic a month, and I would love to know your recommendations for classics. I'd like to make them as easy to read and short as possible because every book that's on my TBR is like a series and they're huge. They're like really in-depth worlds. I would like my standalones to be as easy as possible. I read Alice's Adventures in Wonderland so far. I'm reading Secret Garden this month. Let me know what classic you would like me to read next. I have a couple on my Nook that I can read. If there's any that you're like super thinking I would love, let me know. That's it. I gotta end this. I promise next time I do one of these little drinky talks, I'm gonna have more in my journal for you. I will show you guys this as I go through. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been special. And it's not even the wine. I just literally sat down and had no idea what I wanted to say, which is not the way you should sit down to film. Lesson learned, Julie. Lesson learned. If you like this video, God love you. I love you so much if you did. Give me a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Please click subscribe. Listen, you don't have to click subscribe. Just don't click unsubscribe. And I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, guys.